Alright, this is my presentation for Devil's Feather. This is my hook. This is from the end of the book when she overcomes the problem, the resolution of the book, I mean. So the main character, we follow a female reporter who does war articles and stuff. She'll go to war zones and capture news and whatnot. And then there's 5 murder kidnappings, and she's suspicious of this dude named Keith McKenzie, who also goes by I think it's 3 other names throughout the whole book. All these, there's 5 murdered women at the start, and then kidnappings along the way and whatnot. It takes place throughout multiple different countries. She mostly reports in the Middle East, but she lives in London. She's from London. But we start off in Sierra Leone, Africa. At the third or 2/3 of the way in, the main character gets kidnapped by Keith McKenzie in I think it's Afghanistan. But I thought it was kind of stupid because it literally came out of nowhere. We were just reading through the book, and then I flipped to the next chapter, and then we were reading a news article on how she was kidnapped or whatever. And then 3 days later, after negotiations with I think they just say special forces, she's set free. She retreats to London. She lives with her parents for a little bit before leasing a little farmhouse out in the middle of nowhere to escape, because her mom won't leave her alone. People won't leave her alone. They want to hear what happened, want to hear what they did to her and whatnot, and she obviously does not want to talk about it because it probably sucks. She's blindfolded for 3 days straight. And then after we're at the landlord or the landlady of the house she's leasing, she becomes pretty good friends with her. She feels very connected. She feels like they're she sees a lot of similarities between the two, the courage and strength to do the hard job that she's doing. And this motivates her to continue pursuing Keith McKenzie, because he's he's elusive. He's hard to catch. And then meeting this lady motivates her to find him again. And then super cliche ending. I won't get... This isn't the whole ending. Her arresting Keith McKenzie. There's a lot more that happens, but that's the general basis. I thought it was super lame. But yeah, it was just she overcame her fear of I guess her own job. I thought it was pretty boring. It reminds me of a movie I've seen with my mother. It was not my favorite because it felt like no matter what happened, Connie Burns would be okay. And I thought that was kind of stupid. It didn't really feel like it needed to be as long as it was either. It was 350 pages long. I felt like it did not, things would just drag on for too long, and it made it especially boring knowing that no matter what, the main character was probably gonna be fine. It was high school level. There was some hard words and whatever, but I thought it was an easy read, minus some big words. I think it's a nice book for somebody who wants to be a detective. I don't think anybody wants to be a war zone reporter, but if you want to do that, I guess this is for you. I thought the chasing of the antagonist was pretty interesting, but I still think it's just way too long of a book. It did not need to be nearly as long as it was. And yeah, those are my final thoughts.